All right, today I'm going to talk about calcium citrate. Now, calcium citrate is a type of calcium that seems to be really absorbable. Um, I'm not taking it for that reason. I think a while back I had oxalates, and oxalate toxicity can result mainly in kidney stones, which some nephrologists might know about in terms of calcium oxalate. But oxalates bind to different minerals in the body, and if you cannot excrete them, they can be deposited inside of your body in certain areas, causing joint pain mainly, but pain in many places. There is, I think Susan Owens is one woman who's doing research on oxalates and autism. Oxalates can be found in a lot of plant foods, and especially if you eat them raw, it's a very bad idea. If you're doing oxalate smoothies or something to that effect, not oxalate smoothies, spinach smoothies, or anything related to raw green leafy vegetables, you might want to be careful about that. Yeah, I think it was Susan B. Owens. And I'm taking this because it was recommended in a couple of sites that citrate will bind to oxalates and break them down, so they're much easier to expel from your body. This video is going to kind of turn into a little bit of an oxalate video because a lot of people will not necessarily be taking calcium and calcium citrate specifically. But I wanted to explain why I'm taking it because it's one of my major issues that I've come across in terms of expelling any kind of toxins that may have put into my body in the process of trying to live a kind of quote unquote healthy diet. And basically, if you look it up online here, it'll just say, it's really good for absorbability, but there are hardly ever any expressions of why to use it for oxalates, and that was my main issue. So today's topic is the supplementing calcium citrate. Basically, whenever I have a kind of like pain in certain areas, like for me it's my upper back, it usually is in areas that you had been wearing down at the time that you were eating a high oxalate diet. Your body slowly wants to expunge that oxalate from your body because it's not native. We have our own native oxalates, but plant oxalates have no use in the human body that we know of. So whenever I have pain from that, because it does hurt when you start to, they call it oxalate dumping, I take this and it seems to help a little bit with the pain. If you've ever had any kind of like kidney stones or any kind of pain in that area, maybe lower back or your upper back for me because it was deposited in different areas, you can try this, see what happens. Also, I have potassium citrate and magnesium citrate because oxalates tend to bind with calcium the strongest, and then other minerals, and they, like I said, they can deposit into your body. So that's the supplement that I wanted to talk about today. There is another woman who was really into oxalates. Just forgot her name. But if you look up oxalates, you'll find Susan Owens is into it very deeply. It's really hard to follow. She's got a Facebook. The other lady that I know of is a little bit more accessible in terms of understanding. So if you have any kidney stones or issues with some pain in your body and you don't know where it's coming from, maybe look at some of the plant foods you're eating and then follow some recommendations that they have. Okay, well, I hope you like this video. Please pass it on and continue watching and hit the subscribe button and hit that like button. Thank you.